Welcome back to Futurecron, where I give my psychic insights into just about everything. Do you know who these guys are? They're the Brunson brothers, Loy, Rayland, Deron, and Gaynor. Back in late 2022, Loy and Rayland filed a Supreme Court case that was put on the court's docket. Court docket 22-380 was about the 2020 election, but it was not an argument that the election was rigged. No. Their argument is that over 385 members of Congress, along with VP Mike Pence, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris, were constitutionally obliged to open an investigation into claims that enemies of the Constitution successfully rigged the election. In ignoring their duty, these politicians violated their oath of office and should be immediately removed from office. Now, in my original prediction, I saw that the Brunsons would absolutely win their case, but that it could take several years to do so, thanks to the court justices tossing the case around like a hot potato. Imagine my surprise when I heard this from a recognized financial insider called Jim Willey. Willey is a pretty good prophet in his own right, having made many claims about the global economy and financial system that have come true. So I trust his information. Listen to what he has to say.
I've had 3 different sources who don't know each other tell me that the Brunson case has already been decided in favor of Lloyd Brunson. I heard it first last October. I heard it again in, I think, around April. And then I heard it again in a very unique delivery of some information to me by someone who works as an engineer at a very high-level organization. They all said the same thing. The Brunson case has been decided in his favor, which means the oath of office for our leaders and the executive and legislative branch were violated, but it gets far more complicated because now it's become known that they never signed an oath of office.
Now, I don't necessarily see a clear ruling on this case at this time, and I stand by my original timing that it will be as far out as 2032 for this ruling to become publicly recognized. Even then, it will take more time to completely purge the defendants from their office because, they're not going to leave without a fight. But that shouldn't stop voters from showing up at their offices and demanding that they immediately vacate. Having a good constitutional sheriff by your side wouldn't hurt either. It is possible that the Supreme Court justices have ruled on this case, but are getting internal pushback from fellow judges who sit on opposite sides of the bench. I also can't help but wonder whether Biden's extreme measures to jail Trump and anyone who publicly questions election integrity is a means to front-run this Supreme Court decision. Just take a listen to how Tom Fitton of Judicial Watch frames the whole Georgia indictment of Trump and his allies.
First up is the news that I think should make all patriots upset, which is another attack by a Democratic politician, this time, Ms. Willis, the district attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, who filed an extraordinary, reckless, and abusive indictment against President Trump and 18 others over their efforts under the First Amendment, the federal law, the Constitution, and their rights as citizens of the United States. And what they're trying to do is criminalize the basic work of disputing an election.
With this in mind, and also my prediction that the Brunson case will eventually be decided in their and our favor, it really makes you wonder whether the crooks in Washington know something that the rest of us don't yet. The bottom line is we have these guys to thank for giving us all a tool to purge corruption from the ranks of government. And mark my words, we will all be popping champagne corks in just a few years, celebrating America's legal victory over greed and corruption. Thanks for listening.